Okay, so this is ACE, summer of 2016. These are all the beautiful students who are in the class. So go ahead and introduce yourself and then give us your input and with respects to what you liked, what you learned, and what you're going to take away from here.
Okay. Well, my name is Marilia. My biggest discovery was the silent consonant word, the silent consonants. We don't have this in Portuguese. It's difficult for me to, like, when we see a word, I try to read all the letters, and in English this is not what happens. Like the word psychologist, like it's psychologist. In Portuguese it would be psychologist. We don't read the P. And another thing is now I feel more confident to use my tongue in a specific words. I don't feel embarrassed anymore because I understand now that this sound makes the difference between some words, and you can be misunderstood if you don't use the tongue. And the power of the vowels, like in Portuguese we have 5 vowels and 5 sounds. And English is different, like O can be O, there's, right? This was like a great achievement for me.
Okay, well, yeah.
Hi, my name is Neil. Before I study in this class, my accent is quite monotone and I'm not confident to speak English. But now I speak more confidently and slightly and more clearly, and I learn how to pronounce the word correctly, and now I can listen, like how to say, to know that this is R and this is L sound. And I just know about the silent sound and the short sounds and the long sound. It's different, and I have to think about it before I speak. At first I don't think about it, so most people don't understand what I say, but I try to improve.
Good job.
Okay, so first about the words, I know when we say the, we have to put our tongue out, and I did it when I know this when I was a child, but sometimes when it goes to a sentence, I still sometimes forget the. And the biggest thing I get is the short A and short E, like bad, best. So this, I still have to work more on this, like when I say he is the best person. The best, I sometimes go to best. And I like the culture here the most is we all willing to speak. We can talk about our own opinion, and like in Asia, teacher will think, they will hope students will be silent in the class, and if once you speak, you are a geek. But it's not here in America. It's free. You can have your own thoughts and talk to your friends. And as we practice more, I can aware what did I say. Like I can know which part I did wrong. And once you know you did wrong, you can correct. I hope I can pay more attention on intonation. Sometimes I say, someone asks me, can you do something for me? I'll say I can or I can't. But he might ask me again because he didn't understand. This is about intonation. And the last thing is I like the pace here. It's slower and you can think more about yourself, and this is all about life. Thanks you. I love this ACE program.
Hi, I am May, and the most important thing or the most helpful thing I learned here is the videotaping, like what we are doing now, because it really helped me to see my flaw and know what I thought I've done and what I really did is sometimes it's really different, and it makes me like before I will hate people videotaping me because I feel it is embarrassing. But now I know that this can help me. I won't feel embarrassing anymore, and I even regret that I didn't videotape my final presentation yesterday. And I also learned to pronounce correctly is very important. Like I can notice my wrong pronunciation now while I speak English, especially the R and the L. And sometimes I found out there are some words that I think I have always pronounced correctly and it's not. And the pronunciation problem I won't care before because we didn't really learn about pronunciation in school. But now I think it is important, and because it sometimes matters about how people comprehend your sentence. And besides pronunciation, I think intonation is also what matters, our accent the most. Because like I lived in Malaysia for 18 years and they have a specific flow intonation when they speak. And now I know that Americans also have their own intonation, and that's what makes them sound native speakers. And I hope I can work harder on that. And also besides this pronunciation class, the most helpful thing I learned is the structure of presentation. Like I won't think about introduction, body, conclusion before. I will just go through the topic, go straight to the topic and go through the body, then the end. And I think this technique will really help me in my future life in college. And the last thing is I like about this class is we know that we all come to learn English, and so we are not afraid to talk to each other in English, and that's how we communicate. So that's what I love about this class. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Lucia, and my most like is this is a active and communication English. So that's not like most like part, because most language school just learning the grammar. That's not helpful to improve English and speaking just for liking. So it's so bad, I think. But this class not do that. So it's good for us. And like what they say or my opinion. But I can't believe the year improve. It's pretty short time. It's just 5 weeks, but we are very improved now. So I think it was good to us. Yeah, and another thing is intonation and recording things. They already say. Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Andy, and I think it's always in the class we always talk about something. It's a talk activity, but in Taiwan we also just text, and we are just following the teacher, and the teacher says something, and we just go doing that. So in the Taiwan, we also not talk more. And another thing is, I learned about some vowels sound, and more a long sounds like the game. Yeah, and it's not convenient. Comfortable with me, because we also will forget the sound. In Taiwan, we will not to prevent listening. Yeah, and the last thing is, I think the Americans people always very patient. Yes, and the first class we to make the new friends, and to get a new friends to talk more about something is a good experience. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ricky, and the first thing I learned from this class is how to go outside and find a stranger and make a friend. I will never do that if I I not join this class. And the second is some mistake I always do, like or game, because we I not usually use this in my language. I think in Chinese we not usually end a word with closed mouth. And the final, I think I can do better after I practice and practice.
Hello, my name is Leo. My name is Leo. Yeah, I think the most important thing is that we have the chance to practice. I think that is the most important thing, because when I finished all the class, I found out that some of the concept we learned that we already heard it or learned it before, very long time ago, but we still cannot learn it because we don't have many time to practice. So this 4 weeks we have more time to practice pronunciation and have a teacher to correct us. I think that's the most important thing. So the next step is that I'm coming to think that when I finish this class, how I should do to keep practice, keep speaking, how to find a way to keep speaking. I think that is most important thing, because most concept is it's just a rules. It's easy to learn it, but the most important thing is that you have to practice to memorize. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael. I have the same opinion with Leo. The only way to improve your English is practice. So more practice and more useful. So if you want to improve your English, just practice. That's all. Thanks.